Hey folks, welcome to a new series with me, Bino81, and I am joined in this series by my friend Scarbeus.
Hello there.
We are here playing a single player game. It's XCOM, it's Enemy Within. And this is an amazing game which has only been made better with a mod that we're going to be playing through. Which some of you may have seen this before. It's a really good mod and I've seen a lot of good YouTubers out there playing this. It's called the Long War mod, and it just is such a great expansion to this game. It just changes things so much. However, I'm going to go over that as we go into the game rather than try and explain everything now. Do you want to explain what our little touch to this is?
Yeah, so I do like playing video games, but we do like adding a bit of a touch to it. So what me and Sean are going to do is we're going to name our character based on ourselves in the game. And we're also going to have our own little teams. Now, of course, we're going to be working together, but we're going to be focusing on saving our own guys here. So, I'm going to be blue team, and Sean's going to be red team, because you can colour your guys in this one. So, the aim of the game is, by the time we finish the game, or by the time the game is over, whoever has the most team members alive wins. And of course, the main focus is, do we survive through the game? Our individual characters. So, we're going to give that a go.
And the answer to that last question is no, we're not going to survive this. It's just also in game we won't survive either, just throwing that there. But anyway, so we're going to go into this. It's going to be Long War, as I said. We're playing on normal difficulty because with us being a little bit of competitive, we don't want to be overwhelmed by the aliens screwing us over whilst we're trying. Well, we're not going to be actively screwing each other over, but you get what I mean. It's we want to be not too difficult for that. We're also going to go with the Liberators and Not So Long War second waves, which basically means that in order to win this, before we can do the final mission, we've got to liberate every country. We've got to have every country on our side supporting us.
Save the world, yeah!
Pretty much. The Not So Long War is basically, because this mod makes the game incredibly long, it really does unfortunately, Not So Long War basically shortens it down. It's still a very, much more realistic experience than the original game, and it's still incredibly brilliant. But yeah, we're adding those. Also, we've got the Operation Progeny and Operation Slingshot on. We're not going to check Ironman here, however we are going to do a manual Ironman. The only reason we've not got it checked here is because we don't want a glitch or something to happen in the mission and lose us, our team or a soldier or whatever, and then not be able to go back and redo it, because if it's a glitch, it's not fair, you know. So we're just going to hold on, and basically we'll only do a manual restart, so to speak, if the game screws us over, not if it's us being idiots, not if it's us making a mistake. It's only if there's a glitch or a bug.
Yeah, because Sean's actually played this quite a bit and he's had quite a few glitches, so as much as we want to do Ironman, we will do it manually.
It's not that I'd say I've had quite a few. This is a very good thing, but there are, every so often there are those bugs or glitches, and it just tears you apart, especially if you're doing Ironman and you've just lost your best soldier or something. But either way, let's get into it. I dare say we'll go quiet here for you guys to enjoy the cinematic. Ooh, or the loading screen, quite possibly.
I love loading screens. No, I don't.
Hello, Commander. In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
Okay then.
Well, we're starting in Europe, but first I want to see what we're missing out on by starting in Europe.
Of course. Honestly, I've got to admit, normally when I play this, I go North America because this is 70% off aircraft and aircraft weapons is brilliant in this. First off, since we're going to Europe, I'm going to skip that one. Asia gives you the all projects in the Foundry and Officer School cost 60%, which is good, but actually in this, the Foundry is a much bigger thing as well from what I know of. So that could be very useful as well. South America, power facilities cost 60% of the regular cost to build and maintain. That's good, and considering money is an issue in this game, it's good, but honestly I'd say the Foundry or aircraft is better. And then 30% increase monthly funding. Honestly, your monthly funding, in my experience, is not going to be...
Yeah, it seems to be enough from what I remember, so we should be fine.
Well, I wouldn't say it's enough, but the majority of what you get is not going to be from the monthly funding.
Yeah, it's also a location thing because, of course, there is in-game time. So the amount we travel to places where we're going to do missions isn't too bad in Europe.
Yeah. I'll admit, I've never actually factored that in, but that kind of makes sense because this is kind of central, although that said... Actually, yeah, that's kind of central to the whole world there, at least the world in XCOM, isn't it? I never thought about that. But yeah, laboratories and workshops cost 6% of the regular cost to build and maintain, which is good, because in XCOM, in Long War, laboratories and workshops, they're different to the vanilla game, but they're really useful. So that could be good, actually.
Because you don't need too many of them, but they are expensive, if I remember correctly. So
I'm going to say now, and you probably have more of them in Long War than you do in vanilla.
Yeah, also we live in Europe, so...
Also that. So,
challenge accepted.
Let's go.
Our target site is near the German border. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Okay, thank you, Central. Yeah.
They're invading my favourite takeaway.
God damn it. We're going to be kind of splitting up the soldiers and each taking half the squad on every mission. Normally we pick our soldiers either out of our batch of soldiers or a generic batch that we're going to have as well as our teams.
Strike one, this is Central. You are free to engage all hostile contacts in the AO. Don't take any chances.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that because it is basically the guy just talking about the mission.
It is.
So there is subtitles there if you really need to see it.
That is true. I just thought, first time he speaks, I might as well be nice to him. But yeah, so we're going to split up these soldiers, each of us take 3, and this is the first difference in Long War to Vanilla. Can you notice something different?
I've noticed that their gear looks very different.
They do have very different gear, but also one of a slightly major thing. Just count the soldiers there.
That's 6, not 4. You start with 4, don't you?
Nope. Long War, you have 6 soldiers. The Officers Trader School, where you'd normally be able to get the 5th and 6th one, now offers the 7th and 8th soldier, which means that the game can be a lot crueler by basically having bigger pods and mixed pods to throw at you, because you've got a bigger squad to throw at them.
Okay.
It also gives you the opportunity of kind of doing what me and Laurie hinted at, which is splitting the party and actually having like 2 squads of 4 or 3 in this case at the moment, and actually having them go in 2 different sections to flank.
One thing I have noticed is some people have a lot more health than others.
Yes.
Is that another Long War feature?
That might be. If we... This is this guy... No, that's his stats that have given him that 6, and this person has 6. But if I press F1, we can see that she doesn't have a very good offense, so I'm pretty sure that she's basically... The way Long War kind of works with kitting your soldiers out is it adds a lot more items. You know, normally you'd have the grenade slot.
Yeah.
Well, in Long War, you have 2 slots for that, and there's a lot of variation. Like, you start off with about 5 or 6 things to choose from.
Okay.
One of which adds 5 aim, one of which gives you the steadfast ability, which means that you don't panic if another soldier is wounded or killed. One of which is a different kind of grenade, which basically does more damage, but only affects targets if it hits them from behind cover. And you've also got the frag grenade, which destroys cover and injures things through it.
Right, now, as we don't have teams yet, if you pick 3 with a set amount of health and then go right, and I'll take 3 with a different set and go left. So we each take 1 with 6 blocks of health, one with 4 and 1 with 5.
Yep, works for me.
That's an easy way to separate it.
So I'll go to the right, you go to the left, and I'll go for 1, 2, 3, and you go for 1, 2, 3, yeah?
Correct.
Cool.
Let's get moving.
Before we do that, I just want to quickly check what the stats are. So she's got 69 offense, that's her aim. He has 64. Not particularly good aims, so yeah, not great aims. Look at yours. 77, 69, and can we swap sides or?
No, because I innocently decided who had what.
Yeah,
so
that was very understandable.
Get a shift on, I guess.
All right, we'll go more into the equipment and stuff next mission when we can actually choose it, I suppose. So I'm going to start moving up. Let's have a look at what we've got. This looks like a fairly simple around a single building map, or no, there's something on this side of it as well.
Yeah, it seems to extend quite a bit, so let's just make sure the building itself is alright, so we've got some decent cover.
Yeah, I think advancing through the building is probably our best bet. Or if you want to advance through the building, I'm going to advance to the alley on the right that looks like it's got cover as well. So I'm going to actually stay out of cover. Which, meld, we want that. And eventually there's a countdown timer. You're new to enemy within, correct?
That's right, yeah.
So this is actually something that was added in that expansion, not the actual mod, which is basically it's a resource that you can use to do stuff, and it's a very important resource in Long War, which basically if you can get to it in time before it stops, you can get a load of it. You'll typically get 1 or 2 at the end of each mission anyway, because it's basically what a lot of the aliens run on, basically, like their power.
Heading there now.
I'm going to move these all over here, but if you're going through the building, you want to basically get that quick as you can without unnecessary risk. If you don't get to it quick enough for it to be gone, it's no big deal, but I'd rather keep soldiers alive than get it, basically. But rather than actually giving up their turn just now, I'm going to actually pass to you, just in case you trigger any aliens.
Alright, I haven't used these controls in quite a while.
Well, it's WASD to move, Q and E spins the screen.
Ah, yes, right.
There's also a few keyboard shortcuts to do stuff, but we'll go into those as and when you need them.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some cover.
Affirmative.
And I'm going to make sure that this side of the building is clear, and then I'm going to move in and take this.
That sounds good.
So, where's Overwatch?
Don't do that yet.
No? Oh yeah, I'll move them first.
Move everybody before you overwatch, and then you can actually press Y to do a quick overwatch, which basically
Time to motor.
which basically means that it's just quicker than clicking the overwatch
Yeah,
button.
now hopefully no one blows up the car I'm standing behind.
Usually you have a turn. If it gets hit, it'll have a turn before it explodes. So you do have a chance to get away from it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
you want to overwatch now?
yes.
Okay, I'm going to Alt O then, which basically puts all spare soldiers on overwatch.
How to do that, sorry?
Alt O. And now, one thing added in Long War, you see those eyes that stick next to their health bars?
Yeah.
They're displayed now. That's that basically appears when you're on Overwatch. It happens to the aliens as well, which is really good, because the amount of times I've seen them go on Overwatch and just forget is ridiculous.
It's good that it does show you when they're on Overwatch.
That's affirmative.
Okay, no aliens as of yet. As I say, I'm approaching out of cover, but as long as there's no aliens triggered, it doesn't matter if you're not in cover. They can't attack you on the turn that they're triggered. However, if we trigger them and then they get a turn before I can do anything, that will be dangerous, but that's why I'm not going into Overwatch straight off.
Okay. Let's have a look. I'm making quite a bit of progress here. But
Heading there now.
I'm hoping that he's alright there, because I want to go in here.
Now, bear in mind that soldier you just put there can't... Yeah, that will cover you blind spot, actually. I was just going to say pick up his blocking part of his view. But that looks good, and it doesn't look.
What's this? Oh, there's another one over there. Okay. I'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Now, just to be super safe, I'm going to put him here, and I'm going to break in next turn.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, actually, if we could get 2 meld canisters on our first mission, that'd be really cool. So do you want to go for the one on the left, and I'll go for the one in the building?
Okay, that sounds good. I mean, there is a door on this side of the building you're moving towards.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, again, you're all on Overwatch, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, one thing I should say is, for starting month, we can expect to run into...
There's somebody over there.
I didn't hear what it was either, actually, but we can expect to run into 2 types of aliens right now. There's drones, which are basically little flying robots with slight damage reduction, as do all mechanised troops in Long War. And they have the bonus of flying, which means they get a slight... they're hard to hit, basically, when they're flying. And they can basically repair each other as well, if they spend an action doing it.
Rolling.
And you also have the sectoids, which are the little grey aliens. With
Yeah, those are the regular ones, aren't they?
But they do have a few more abilities in Long War, I believe. Most of which are based around their leaders, which are... Long War has basically added an extra few ranks to each alien. So, like, you'll have... Each pod you come across of, like, 3 or 4 sectoids will have a leader in it as well.
Yeah.
Which, if you kill him, it reduces the morale of all your people. It basically adds a bit of extra strategy into it.
Okay. Now, just checking, that one seems to be fine.
Cool. Don't open that door before we go to the meld. Then again, if you go past that and there's stuff in there,
Yeah.
you're flanked.
Then I'm super flanked. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna open it.
Alien life on Earth.
Oh,
Wow,
the
that was a
roof.
good spot.
Something
You
never
literally just
before
saw his
seen in
ankle, I think.
recorded history.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get back in cover.
Yeah. By the way, that soldier, I've just realised, he had a bit
This
of
one?
equipment. Yes.
This one.
No, just click that soldier that you just moved.
Yes.
You see next to the AP grenade, which I explained, the flashbang grenade,
Yeah.
which basically drastically reduces their chance to hit. It also ruins Overwatch attempts.
Okay.
But it's not worth using now, but basically I just thought I'd explain it so you know about it.
Now that guy's in a really bad spot. So I'm actually gonna take a shot.
You can also choose steady weapon, take a turn to steady weapon, which gives you plus 20 aim.
True, but if I do that now, I won't be able to take a shot. So let's just see what options I've got.
24,
Or
click on the right, you see the red aliens? 24 or 24.
that's not very good at all.
No. You could Overwatch, which means that they'll likely stay where they are because they don't.
I don't think I will actually.
It basically pins them into place, unless they're very risky.
As for this guy, what's he got? Hey, what's a...
AP grenade is the one that hits them as long as it's hitting them from the side that isn't cover. So I don't think you could hit both of them with that, unfortunately.
No, he actually can't see anyone there. So move there.
That does drastically risk being flanked. But as long as you're Overwatching,
It
it
does.
should pin them.
Yeah. Did I finish
the guy,
with this one here?
Yeah, you did. So,
Yeah. Okay, right. On to your side of things.
okay.
Now, yeah, as I said before, now would be a good time to try and move over to
I've already done my movements, but next turn I'll move over as quick as I can to you and try and help flank these guys. That is a mind meld, which basically gives the guy that's got the receives meld extra aim and also an extra hit point, as you can see. It also heals them. Oh, and that's the second pod activated. That's not good. Good hit though. Very good hit.
He's dead.
Their weapons appear to self-destruct
Ah,
when the operator dies.
Not that there's any in
We
there.
should look closely for
They've
any
just moved
fragments
now, I
that could be
think.
salvaged for our own
Wow.
development programs.
Of all the places to move, you're lucky there. I think it's because the other guys in concealment, they can't actually see him.
Yeah.
So they just forgot he was there. Now, I think we're going to come into... I think that's probably all the aliens we're going to come across. At most, there's another one. So I'm actually going to be a bit risky here. And...
Yeah, we at least want to get another view on that room there.
so
Cinematic mode of kicking the door down. Hey, in business.
you got to be a badass.
In fact, you can probably sprint to that one.
I could, but I couldn't get it this turn. Once you dash, you can't get it. So... I'm going to...
Yeah, I'd at least dash to a better spot.
So I can help you out next turn, I think. Now,
Alright then.
those two can't really do much, but I'll keep them available just for now.
Right, well first things first, this one's got a good shot. So...
Just a quick pointer as well, you can also see he's got a buff. You see that little yellow arrow underneath his shield?
Yeah.
That shows he's got a buff. And also, while I'm at it, I may as well explain this for anybody that's new to XCOM. That shield, because it's a full shield, basically means they're in full cover, which is giving them a 40 defense bonus, as opposed to half cover, which is half a shield, and only gives a 20 defense bonus. That's basically deducted from a soldier's aim when you're trying to figure out their percentage to hit.
Now, that wasn't a great chance to go in, but I have now outflanked this guy.
It's going to kill him as well. 100% to hit, 60% critical, 4 damage by average, even if he doesn't.
I was going to say, if he missed at that range, I'd be severely disappointed.
Oh, the amount of well, I remember one time I
Right, that one I
went
can
to the
see.
spaceship with and I was attacking the control room where the outside's are, which is really tough in Long War, and I basically went right up to him with a shotgun and missed point blank with like a 97% chance to hit, and it just completely wiped my team because of that. If it hit, it killed him.
Right, I'm actually going to steady my weapon there.
Yeah,
Yes, Commander.
that's good. That's basically a 20% extra chance to hit.
Yeah, so I've got... Oh!
Ooh, he is flanked.
I am flanked.
Get rid of
But so is he. So, goodbye.
Now, there's one thing
You...
that I might be able to actually help you this turn as well.
Yeah.
Just let me. It's her. So, I'm going to open that door, which is a free action, unfortunately. And then, because I don't think she can hit him. I don't think she can hit him with a gun. Oh, she can't even see him with a gun. But I can throw that grenade at him, which will demonstrate the AP grenade.
Commander,
He's
you
dead.
may want to
Nice.
instruct your men to
You can back
exercise
me later.
restraint when
Although
using
technically not one of your
explosives.
team members yet.
While certainly
Still.
effective at killing
Um,
aliens,
right,
they
rest
also
on
destroy
Overwatch.
the artifacts we're hoping to
Yeah, I
recover
think
from
so.
the bodies.
So these are the only
Just
two we know
something
where
to
they
consider.
are. Hopefully these don't try and come in here and flank this guy, but I don't think they will because it's slightly too risky actually.
Yeah, they're going to run into quite a few people there.
Falling back.
I don't mind passing that to you.
Wow, rude. In case you couldn't tell, we're both sitting a sofa in front of a TV.
A pretty impressive TV as well, thanks to my housemate.
Right, I have to remember that.
Fortunately, you can see a little line next to his name. That guy has lost morale and just fled. He will return, but basically... Oh, you have... That was right next to it! Oh, that is annoying. That means I can't get that bell now, it's just shut. They basically have a timer which is decided randomly at the start of the thing, and I failed that one. Now, one thing I should mention, because these two are mind melded, you can just see the outline of this guy here. We can't actually see him because nobody's
Yeah,
got line
well,
of
we
sight.
know where he is.
If we killed him, in the vanilla game, it'd outright kill the guy that he's connected to. In Long War, it does about 1 or 2 damage, but still, that's damage on a second sectoid after killing the first one. So,
Now, while it's on my mind, if we killed all the aliens in the mission, would we then get these things that are closing on timers? No, okay.
at least I don't think you do. I may be wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure you don't. You have to actively get to them and open them.
Alright, well, let's make a move then.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm actually just excuse me while I check one of your soldiers. I'd recommend moving him up here so you can flank this guy.
Yeah, I
So
can do that on my
do
turn.
that before I do any of mine, because that could change.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put him there.
That's good. It means he's got concealment from the one that's
Where's he
mine.
going?
The long route.
Now, there was a door right in front of you, you silly pillock.
Oh, bollocks,
I was
forgot
on
about
Overwatch.
Fortunately, if you're in Overwatch, you do get a -30 aim penalty. So, that was a very low chance to hit, even with point blank shot.
Okay, and you're dead.
Which is all D&D players know, +1 attack and damage within 30 feet for range attacks. Anybody? I'll just shut up.
Right.
Moving out.
Because I don't want to make the same mistake you did. I'm just gonna dash to that because he's panicking right now.
That is true, actually.
And for next turn, I'm also gonna run this guy up.
For future reference, I would really recommend not dashing when you're in combat, just because it means you've got nobody covering them now. If that alien does recover and come back, you've got nobody kind of in Overwatch pinning him that's able to help.
True.
I think in the first mission it's not going to be that big a problem, and the meld will more than pay off if you do get it. You'll notice that I do tend to be very slow and methodical with my movements, just because the amount of times I've rushed forwards and lost soldiers.
Yeah, typically I am the same. However, in this situation we've got one of them on the run, and the other one is not in a good spot.
Yeah, I do agree that right now it's not that big an issue. In fact, I'm going to dash him forwards just because he's not in any danger whatsoever. And this guy needs to join the fray, so I'll shove him down.
Moving out.
And as for that last by the door, Renard, you're going into Overwatch.
Oh,
That's
he's
fine.
coming back.
2 movements to travel force. That is what happens when they panic. He's still recovering from the panic, I guess. Just kind of edging forwards towards the soldiers. Now, one thing I will say is you can collect that meld and still have 2 actions to free action, but you can only do it as long as you've still got actions left.
Okay, well, he's not on Overwatch or anything. No, I don't want to do that. Select this guy, please.
Where did the one that was mind melding go?
He's still inside the building somewhere.
Okay, so left click that.
It's been
There we go,
secured.
4 meld.
Oh, alright, well, in that case, that's a much better chance to hit, so get the hell out of the way.
Bye-bye.
It's also a good spot to stay where I am. Now, how are we going to get in here?
I'd recommend through that side passageway, and I actually remember this map, and that's basically a big open room on the right, but a small one on the left, which would basically give us a...
Yeah, it's the same room as in the basic tutorial. So, yeah. It's odd that I remember the room layout, but...
Moving to position.
Okay, now, I don't want to rush out into that, so I'm going to reload.
Just a heads up, you can actually click R, which is basically a quick reload.
Yeah.
Right. Open this up. We're coming out the bright way, just, so you know. We don't drop down from roofs. Right. We're in no rush whatsoever now. The meld is gone. There's always, usually there's 2 on a map. There's never any more, from what I've seen. So we can basically take our time and do this properly now. I'm going to dash him
Double
there.
time.
And him there. And now, because we didn't go to the edge there, they're actually still in concealment in case there's something over there.
So, Alt-O.
Yes.
Please make that mistake. No, okay. It was looking at the door, I thought if he dashes out of there, he's
Yeah.
done for. Now, could you get one of your guys to have a view inside the room?
Yes, I can. However,
I'd say that one, yeah.
I'm not going to open the door this turn, because if there is another pod in there, I want to basically have movement left to move and shoot if possible,
Okay.
if that makes sense. So I'll put them next to the door, but not actually open it.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Because basically we've come across 2 pods so far, haven't we? 2 pods of 3.
Yeah, and you think there's going to be another one?
Might be another one. First mission, 2 or 3
Oh.
pods. Oh,
I did not mean to do that.
that's fine. You're not punished for that, unfortunately. However, if that other sectoid is up top, then she's not in cover right now against it coming down the stairs. You
Yeah.
can use Q&E to rotate if you need to.
Just want to see where those stairs go.
There.
Okay.
This is a bit of an awkward map if I remember right. There's an
Yeah.
office there, which is that window that's looking out over the door you're in.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go to where I meant to stand. Just move
Yeah,
in there.
that's fair. That's good movement.
You're not in a good spot over there. So,
Ennemi en vue.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, it counted as you open. Okay, yeah, that's something that's been in the vanilla game as well. It's not just a mod, where basically you want to use tab to change character, just because, especially if you're next to a door, just you risk it counting as you left click on the door.
Okay.
And that is the third pod, though. Fortunately, I'm pretty certain to say
Heading out.
that we've now seen every alien that's going to be in this map.
Yes. Just gonna go in.
On it.
Put in there. And then we done?
You gonna leave that guy out of cover?
This guy.
Yeah.
For now, yes, because he'll have someone watching the door.
Yeah, fair point. I don't think they'll come for him, but
Yeah, because they're gonna focus on your guys at the door.
yeah, that's fair actually. They're not gonna know he's there. So what do I have
Do you
actually?
have a flashbang?
I'm just actually thinking that. Although I'll probably save a flashbang for next turn just in case they go into Overwatch. Oh, that guy dashed, didn't he? So I can't. So right now, 52, 34, 25, 24. You got on Overwatch. Is he on Overwatch?
No.
No.
All my guys, if they can, will be going on Overwatch.
Okay, see, sorry, that's what I meant to ask. Do you want them on Overwatch?
You actually can't see anything there, so if you want to move him, now's the chance before they go on Overwatch.
Yeah,
That should do, I think.
I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
Okay, your guys on Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Mind meld. Overwatch.
Yeah.
Requesting immediate assistance.
Oh, he's suppressing. This is one of the abilities they've given sectoids in Long War, which is basically now that soldier's aim is drastically reduced, and also if he moves, that sectoid gets a free shot as if he was on Overwatch. So that's kind of annoying, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It also drastically reduces the
Aye,
range
aye.
that you can throw grenades.
Right, what can you see there?
Just if you can hover over the red heads in the bottom right to see your percentage, so 38 on that one or 32 on that one.
It's not too good.
No.
I think because of the level of cover they've got there, I'm just going to chuck a grenade in.
Yeah.
Uh,
Might just be able to.
yeah,
Oh,
I can get two.
no, that's not going to get the one up there. He didn't turn red with that. Also, one thing that I really
Oh.
feel I should have mentioned before you threw that, and I completely skipped my mind, is one thing Long War does is you take more damage the closer you are to the epicenter of an explosion.
Okay, because I was going off the previous stuff. So
Again, that's my bad for not mentioning it actually, but we're learning. Also, one thing I should
I'm on it,
mention is
Commander.
cover not only gives you a defensive bonus in Long War, it also gives you a damage reduction, which is, I believe, actually no, it's either, I think it's 1 when you're in half cover and 2 when you're in full cover, or it may just be 1 when you're in full.
Gonna take a risk.
Boom! Nice shot.
Risk well taken.
Now, you've also got the balcony that you might be able to get her to, your other soldier,
Yeah.
which should be able to see as well.
Do
Yes,
I
the
want
cover
to?
there though.
Yes, actually.
If you can get that one that's suppressing, so go to the spot on the left there,
This one?
yeah, and then that
Ready
guy
now.
that's suppressing me, you could get rid of him most likely.
Well,
Slanked.
we shall see. Yep, 100, okay, he's dead.
Wow!
Don't even need to ask. It's not often you see that.
Not from that distance, eh?
And yeah, that's my guys.
Okay. Alright, so he's on Overwatch now, still, but he's not being suppressed, so what I might do... what can you do? Is get rid of that cover. Because they're all flashing red, you can see they're all going to be affected by the grenade. Whether it does destroy them or not is a different matter entirely. Some things take multiple hits from explosions, or just a chance. However, that
It
guy's
hurt him a bit as well, so that's something.
it did, and he's not got any cover right now. Which means if I go to this guy's turn, what's 70% chance to
That's a
hit?
good chance.
Or 70% chance to hit. So, I think I'm going to take that shot with you, because you've not got any grenades or anything. And since this is most likely going to be the last alien, I'm actually going to, as well as that, move into the room
That's affirmative.
and flashbang him. Better not to take any risks if we don't have to.
Yeah, sure.
So,
I mean, this equipment does just refill itself after the mission, doesn't it?
yeah, there are equipments that are like you buy them and like you have so many of them, but that's still, they're not used up in missions. They're like you have one of them each mission. You can assign it to one soldier, so to speak, but there's no one-time uses. I don't think. Right, you've got a load of kills already, so I'm taking my turn first. He's hunkered down.
I've just noticed his name is Petite. He's not that small.
No, he's not.
Also, the alien's hunkered down, which increases his defense.
Solid.
Yes, I believe it's by 20 or... Actually, I can actually find out. Doubles cover defense bonus, so he's actually got 80 defense from that cover he's in right now. However, cover is no use against an AP grenade when it lands right on you.
Oh, same tile as well.
Mm-hmm.
Present.
That
Good work out
is
there,
the last
Scope
alien.
One.
10
Yeah.
aliens, first mission.
The labs are on high alert.
That's every
Teams
single
are
alien on the
standing by
mission.
for your orders.
Yes.
We can begin researching
let,
the newly recovered
Valen have a
artifacts
say.
immediately.
There we go. As I say, eventually I'll start talking over those and stuff, but, you know, for the first time they appear, I figure we may as well show them off. Now,
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research
that
labs.
was the first mission, and that took us just under 40 minutes.
Wow, I did not expect it would take that long.
Yeah, missions are long in
Welcome
this
to
game.
XCOM HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.